Hi, soul family. This is Lioness Light. I had a very, very strong calling today to do some readings and messages for healing. I can feel the energy in the collective. I think the cause of this is this shift that we're all experiencing currently, and the language that I have for it is a shift from the fear paradigm to an unconditional love paradigm. I think the recent eclipse and new moon cycle, and there's been a lot of solar flares, is kind of heightening all of this. So I think that a lot of it is where we need to focus is on our high heart chakra, kind of where the connection between the lower chakras and the higher chakras connect. And for me, that's like a merging of love in our heart chakra and wisdom coming from our throat, our third eye, and our crown chakras. The high heart chakra is also really tied to unconditional love, so being able to give and receive that. So for me, I'm naturally more of a emotional feelings person, but I think that this task at hand is going to require truth and wisdom in connection with our heart. So my guides have been telling me to find more solid and straight lines. So moving away from my solar plexus, my heart, into my high heart and third eye. So I also did a tarot reading. Looking at us as a collective, our current feelings. So the first card is the root. So where is this fear and anxiety coming from? And the card that came out was the Page of Pentacles. So you can see she's standing on one foot. It reminds me of a tree and a tree root. She's in tree pose. So this fear, anxiety could be this shift from this fear paradigm into unconditional love. And with change, there's always growing pains. So fear of our roots changing, shift in values and belief systems, awareness of our shadow, and being able to integrate and love those aspects of us to increase our self-love and our spiritual confidence. The Page of Pentacles also signifies new beginnings, new connections, changing our reality. So it could be a fear of starting over and finding a balance within that. For the second card, the Embrace It card, loving message of I am safe, the Five of Cups came out. And so that's a message for us. So the Five of Cups tells me that we have the power to choose our life, that change can be difficult, but we are able to keep ourselves safe and loved. It does signify things such as grieving and maybe a broken heart, but it also signifies acceptance and moving on. So grieving the loss of that fear paradigm and those old beliefs, but accepting it and moving on to better things and healing. In the picture, she's letting the cup drain into the well. And the well is a black and white well, so light and dark coexist together, and they're one. There's also a clear path going forward that you can see in the background, and dawn is just about to come, so the sunrise is coming with healing and hope. And also the cup that's sitting next to her is a rainbow cup, and rainbow signifies to me joy and healing. The next card is the Seven of Cups, which is what we can do to transmute this energy. The action steps. So the Seven of Cups is options and opportunities. We have choices, and we can carefully reflect on that using our intuition and moving forward without necessarily knowing every single step or every single piece of our future. But if we take careful reflection and listen to that quiet voice inside ourselves, we can pick the correct choice for us out of all those options and opportunities. Also, the snake imagery really reminds me of rebirth and transformation, so transmuting it. The last card that came out was the Eight of Swords, and this is the card that is helping us understand what we need to heal. So that's our pathway towards healing. The Eight of Swords can signify that we feel stuck. In the image, she's looking in the mirror, so it's a reflection of herself back to herself. In the mirror, she is blindfolded and tied. Yet in reality, she's free. She is not tied. Her eyes are open. So this talks about changing our perspective. Also in the picture, are the crows tying her or setting her free? That can be our perspective shift. We have control over that. So we can decide if we're stuck or we're free, and if we're moving into unconditional love or staying in a fear-based paradigm. Sending love and light to you all. Gratitude.